Get ready, everybody. Donald Trump is about to start acting a lot more Donald Trumpy, which is to say, like a jackass who behaves erratically and wildly unpresidential. He will be attacking the press more, lashing out at Democrats more, and spewing far more baseless and dangerous conspiracy theories. I say this with guarded confidence because a recent poll indicates that Donald Trump is slipping in the polls, lagging behind several Democrats who are running for president, and generally beginning to struggle. You see, in a new survey conducted by Quinnipiac University between June 6th and 10th, it was revealed that if the election were held today, there would be 6 Democratic candidates who would beat Donald Trump in a head-to-head matchup. Joe Biden would beat Donald Trump 53% to 40%. Bernie Sanders would edge Trump out by 51% to Trump's 42%. Kamala Harris against Trump would result in a 49% to 41% victory. Elizabeth Warren beats Donald Trump 49% to 42%. Pete Buttigieg, 47% to Trump's 42%. And Cory Booker brings in 47% to Trump's 42% as well. And because Donald Trump can't be a decent human being who copes with adversity like a dignified statesman, or like an adult for that matter, he is going to lash out, generally acting like the maniac that he is. But it's not just one poll, though. It's not looking good for him in other election tracking approval metrics, too. Morning Consult's most recent polling reveals that Donald Trump's approval ratings have drastically slipped below his disapproval ratings in states that he won in 2016, like New Hampshire, North Carolina, Ohio, Indiana, Iowa, Arizona, as well as critical Trump states that ultimately won the election for him, like Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. But it isn't just external polling that has Donald Trump and his people in his camp rattled. Recently, the New York Times reported that after being briefed on a devastating 17-state poll conducted by his own campaign pollster, Tony Fabrizio, Mr. Trump told aides to deny that his internal polling showed him trailing Mr. Biden in many of the states he needs to win, even though he is also trailing in public polls from key states like Texas, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. And when top-line details of the polling leaked, including numbers showing the president lagging in a cluster of critical Rust Belt states, Mr. Trump instructed aides to say publicly that other data showed him doing well. Because you know, when you're told by your subordinates that it's pouring down rain outside, you get mad and you tell them to go outside on the roof in the rain and scream into the sky about how beautiful the sunshine is. And listen, this is good because we're early on in the process here. As the Democrats get out there on the campaign trail more and get their ideas and policy plans known more, the gulf in those numbers is going to grow larger. And Donald Trump is going to get more desperate and his behavior is going to become more attention-seeking. Look, I hate to say this, but I wouldn't even put it past him to create some sort of crisis, whether it be on our southern border or militarily somewhere around the globe, and then to assert himself as being presidential in order to solve that very crisis which he himself created, hoping to extricate himself from a public approval rating nightmare. Well, this is good news that Americans all over the country are growing tired of Donald Trump and his childish, undignified, and unpresidential antics. It is concerning knowing that his unpredictable nature, combined with his lack of respect for the power of the office he holds, could truly be a recipe for disaster.